superstars. It's Dani with my 2 cents. I have been hearing a very consistent kind of feedback, specifically around the impending elections here in New Mexico. So, as you're tracking me, as you're listening to my podcast and all those things, you probably know that I recently put out an episode with Karen Bedoni, who is running for governor in New Mexico under the Libertarian ticket. And I have received two distinct types of feedback to this video. One is, oh my God, she's amazing. I had no idea we had such strong leadership here in New Mexico. She's definitely getting my vote. And then the other version that I'm getting, and to be clear, I'm getting this feedback from people who have a larger meta understanding of what is really going on in terms of the sham show and the levels of collusion and deception and control and all of that. And that version is a third party candidate will never win. A vote for a third party candidate is basically a vote for MLG. That's our gross current governor, lizard, whatever. Sorry, cancel, clear, delete. That is our current governor. I'm making quote marks with my fingers because she doesn't behave like a Democratic official on any level. But the feedback that I'm getting is a third party candidate will never win, and a vote for Karen Bedoni or for the third party candidate is a vote for the candidate that you hate. So many reasons why this isn't resting well with me, why this isn't resonating with me. I'm not a strategic voter. Like, our founding fathers did not create our democratic republic so that we could always be compromising and politicking in our choices. I'm pretty sure that the right to vote means we can vote with integrity, with authenticity, with our heart for who we honestly want to represent us. That's what I do with my vote. Now, if that's not what someone else does with their vote, that's fine. That's not for me to micromanage how anyone votes. But I really don't appreciate this type of bullying. And let's be clear, it is a type of bullying. And I first experienced this back in 2000, I think it was, when I voted for Dennis Kucinich. And at the time I was waiting tables at Spago, and I had this other waiter screaming at me that the reason George Bush won was because I voted for Kucinich. Again, it's this gross bullying where it's like, if I don't do what you're doing and what you want me to do, then I'm the problem. So this is the same erroneous line of reasoning thinking that has us in this mess in the first place. Here's the other thing. I don't make choices out of fear. That's not how I operate. If that's how you want to operate or someone else wants to operate, Godspeed, you do you. But please don't impose your fear-based reality and your fear-based strategizing and compromising onto me because you are not in right relationship with your choices. Like, that doesn't work for me. I don't vote for someone because I'm afraid of the alternative. If there is not a candidate that is genuinely inspiring me, then I don't vote. And I usually don't vote. But when there is a candidate that genuinely inspires me, as was the case with Kucinich and as is currently the case with Bedoni, I'm going to cast my vote for her because I want my elected officials to represent me. I want my elected officials to be the ones who I want representing me, not the one who I thought I had to settle for because fear was telling me that the person who I actually want to represent me doesn't have a chance in hell because I'm buying into the fiction of this two-party system. And again, notice the limitation languaging. A third party candidate will never win. No, not with that attitude. They won't. Not with you saying that to everyone who would otherwise vote for the third party candidate. And please know that for anyone who's saying that, you are doing the fucktards dirty work for them. That's what they want us to believe. They want us to believe that we have no choice but to play along with the status quo and to go along with their gross system because we allegedly don't have the power to change it. That's bullshit. And it is really disturbing to me to hear people who are awake to the sham, who are still parroting this bullying propaganda. It's super gross. So again, free will rocks. It's not for me to impose my preference to vote with integrity and to vote with my heart onto anyone else. If you want to give in to fear and control and propaganda and waste your vote on a candidate you don't really believe in because you're afraid that the candidate you really do believe in won't win, then please keep that to yourself and don't go smearing that kind of bullying, fear-based, disempowered nonsense onto the rest of us. Personally, I vote with integrity. I vote with my heart. I vote for the representatives who I believe will do the best job. I don't waste my vote voting for someone who I know is only going to perpetuate the status quo and is beholden to a larger entity called the Republican Party that is going to demand more and more compromise and is playing the same gross game as the Democratic Party. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to vote for who I genuinely want. And the more of us who vote with integrity and authenticity for the representatives who we actually believe will do the best jobs and throw the fictional fear-mongering nonsense away that says a third-party candidate cannot win, then the sooner we will see actual integrist leaders in positions of power, because we haven't bought in to the two-party nonsense that they want us to buy into. So if you're buying into that, I encourage you to check yourself. I encourage you to not smear your opinions onto other people. And this gross threat that a vote for Karen Bedoni is a vote for MLG. No, it isn't. It's actually a vote for Karen Bedoni. And if you were voting with integrity and you would also vote for the person who you genuinely believed in, then that person would have a greater likelihood of winning. But this kind of like weird political, strategic, fear-based compromise voting, please don't smear that or project that onto me, because I don't play that way. And please don't try to bully me into your way of dropping the ball on your own integrity, your own authenticity in your voting, because I don't roll like that. And a third-party candidate absolutely can win, provided enough of us cast their vote for the third-party candidates that we know in our heart of hearts would do an infinitely better job than any of the duopolistic candidates. So I am simply encouraging you and me and all of us to vote with integrity, to vote for who you really want to win, and leave the political strategizing to the fear-mongering fucktard lizards who got us into this situation in the first place.